In a world where hopium and common sense collide, starring the CryptoKeeper and BlockchainCrusader. Welcome to Debate Crypto. Question everything, trust nothing. It's your boy, CryptoKeeper and BlockchainCrusader. We are back from, or I should say,
somebody's back from vacation.
Somebody's back. Miguel can call it a vacation, but I was out there getting in and putting in that work, son. What you talking about, partying? But yeah, no, we had a good time. Consensus was fantastic. Made a lot of connections that otherwise would not make. Sometimes going to these conferences, yes, lots of parties, like Miguel said. But part of the fun and the cool part of the parties is networking and getting the word out about Danger Close Alpha, getting the word out about what Debate Crypto is doing. So I missed you guys. Miguelito, ¿cómo estás?
Good, man. I'm grinding, bro. Just grinding away at this NFT project. So let's get it, bro. A lot of things are happening in the crypto markets now. Massive tanking situation going on.
Ooh.
People are feeling the pain.
Ooh, listen, people are feeling the pain, and we only got 11 people in here trying to find out what's going on. We need to.
They're crippled. They can't even get to the YouTube anymore. They're like they're paralyzed with fear from the crypto markets.
If I click off of this page, the market's going to dump again. I can't do it. Yeah, so make sure that you guys are following all of our socials. Guys, just as a reminder, we're giving away a ticket to NFT NYC. So that is, check out our Twitter on Danger Close Alpha. We put that tweet out there. Just basically follow the instructions. Make sure you're in the Discord. Make sure you retweet it. Do all of those things, and that one person could possibly be you. So do all of that. Share out the stream. Let's have some fun tonight. Miguel, what's on the podium?
Well, the crypto market tanking, massive collapse in the crypto market, right? Bitcoin, Ethereum, massive drops. So they dropped like almost 20% on the 24-hour. We've got Binance, we've got Celsius locking up withdrawals. We've got NFT projects, some selling, prices coming down. But there's a lot of things going on behind the NFT market that I've been saying for a while is going to be changing things in the crypto space. And finally, we've got the US dollar, the US dollar and the tightening, the quantitative tightening.
It sounds nice though, right? It sounds cute, right?
Real nice. Not so nice for what's happening with the prices of everything, but
yeah, no kidding. Well, we're going to dive into it. Make sure that you guys stick around. We're not here just for a couple minutes. We're here for about 30, 45 minutes, something like that. And make sure to check out Frankie Candles. He is on right before us. If you want to check out some TA, 545 to 7:30-ish, that'll give you a scoop of TA other than our famous TA Thursdays. So without further ado, let's dive into it. Let's take a peek. I know this is going to hurt, guys. So just listen. If you can't handle the pain that you're about to feel, just look away. Kids, parents, don't let your children see this. This could be ugly. Okay, so today's cryptocurrency market. Let me update this. Let me go one more time here.
Dude, under $1 trillion,
dude. Bro. The global crypto market is at 940 billion with a B, right? So I've been saying T with a T. Well, the T, folks, has been replaced with a B. That means we went from trillions to billions. We're down 13.86% over the last day. Bitcoin at 22.1. We're almost down 18% today. Almost 30% on the week. ETH. Oh, hurt me.
MicroStrategy is going to get liquidated, bro.
MicroStrategy. Listen, that's all. We'll get into that later. Save that, Miguel. We're going to talk about that. Number 2, ETH, 1191. Most of you know that I'm pretty ETH heavy. So my portfolio went from well,
it's been shedding some pounds.
It's been definitely on a lean, mean diet. I'm going to tell you what, I've been getting hit hard. I mean, shoot, number 3 and 4 are USDC and Tether respectively. BNB. We've been talking about that 400 number. Then all of a sudden we were talking about that 300 number. Well, guess what? Now we're creeping on the 200 number. Then we got Cardano down at 45 cents. XRP down at 30 cents. Guys, pause. Miguel, hush. XRP at 30 cents? What? So, hey, I'm just throwing it out there. These are numbers that you cannot.
Pretty soon it's gonna hit your entry point, bro.
Bro, if XRP hits my 11 to 17 cent range, I mean, well, there's just no faith left in the crypto space at the time. And actually, there's always faith with crypto. And then rounding out the top 10, we got Solana and Dogecoin at $27. So we talked about this earlier. A $27 Solana. That
dude, Solana was $100 a month ago.
Yeah, but even think about before that, it was more than twice that. I mean, Solana was absolutely. I think Solana got up over 200. Like it was ripping.
Oh, it was close. Yeah, I think so. Dude, scroll down. Look at Chainlink and Polkadot.
Yeah, hold on a second. Let me see.
Massacred.
All right. Well, so Chainlink, guys.
Polkadot under $7.
$7. Where'd you see Chainlink?
Avalanche at 15. Chainlink got 5.
Chainlink,
dude. Chronos is competing with Dogecoin.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the bear market. So if you had any questions, what it feels like, just go ahead and take a snapshot of how you're feeling right now, and then just be prepared, okay? And we're going to talk about this tonight, but I want you to prepare for something. You've got 2 ways you can handle this. You can curl up in a ball, cry your eyes out, and say, oh my gosh, what have I done and where'd all my money go? Or you can say, wow, you know what? I didn't put in my rent or my mortgage. I didn't put in money that I had to have right now. So you know what? I'm going to keep working my butt off in whatever form or fashion I need to be able to continue to pull money in and then take advantage of these prices. Not financial advice. You guys know how we roll. Dollar cost average, DCA, danger close alpha. Let's get it. So let's dive into the oh, actually, Miguel, why don't you give me a little TA, brother?
Oh yeah, that's right. Let's
a little TA love. Let me see.
If anybody was here for TA Thursday last Thursday with CVO and Magic Internet Money, dude, they killed it. They called it to the T.
That's what I heard.
We are at exactly the price points that they said last Thursday. And man, we're gonna have to cut that episode up and show these people what's going on. So if you guys can see here, we've been in this regression trend, right? We've been in this downward regression trend this whole time, and look what happened, guys. We tried to get back over the heart line, right? After we broke down to 25 last time, literally in May, we tried to break above it, missed, came back down. We tried again, little double top situation, and boom, got rejected off the 20 and the heart line, and have massively collapsed down to 22,196. Man, I mean, the lower bound here is at 21 something, right? 21 something is this lower bound of the thing. And you can see that we can go below it before coming regression trend. So we can even go to that 19 level that CVO and Magic Internet Money we're talking about. I mean, you just see here the momentum wave fell off the cliff, like it's just nosedive, right? Straight down. RSI hitting that 0, about to go negative. They're gonna start, freaking owing people to get back into.
Can I leverage a short on the RSI? Can I leverage the RSI to the short side?
Dude, you might as well, dude. I mean, it is just gonna break through the chart, man. I mean, I want to look. Actually, we should take a look at the fear and greed index. The fear and greed index has been terrible.
It's in the negatives. It's like
dude,
negative.
It's had to have broken some type of record into negative territory.
Well, you know what it is though, and we're going to talk about this tonight. The majority of people that are watching this have never been through a bear market. Okay, so the couple things that we're going to talk about tonight, we're going to talk about just from experience, and that you're going to feel some things that are really important for you to feel, so that next time around, right, when we go through, assuming that we continue with the bear bull cycles, next time around, you all will be able to say what we're basically telling you now, and you'll be able to help someone else. That's what this is all about, right? This is all about educating people to be able to take information that they have now and capitalize on it later. That's why we talk about it being a game of patience. Miguel and I are sitting in the seat talking to you guys about what we're talking about because of why? Well, because we're patients, and I also love to run my mouth. So those two things are a great combination, and here we are. So let's talk about what are we going to start off with? Let's talk about Binance, bro. Binance halting halting Bitcoin withdrawals. Check this out. Binance,
what a day.
I know. We've got it coming from all sides. It's like storming the beach of Normandy, and we're taking fire from all sides. Binance temporarily halts Bitcoin withdrawals amid market mayhem. Cryptocurrency exchange Binance has temporarily halted Bitcoin withdrawals due to extreme market turbulence, according to a tweet posted by CEO Changpeng Zhao. Zhao has reassured users that their funds are safe, claiming that the suspension of withdrawals is linked to a backlog caused by a stuck on-chain transaction. The Binance team is currently working on a solution, according to an official announcement. Major cryptocurrency exchanges typically experience performance issues when there's severe market volatility. I can vouch for that, or at least that's the story that they give. So that I've seen that. Earlier today, the price of the largest cryptocurrency collapsed to as low as 23,964 on the Bitstamp exchange, extending its bearish streak. We all know it's a heck of a lot lower than that now. The total cryptocurrency market cap has dropped below 1 trillion for the first time since January. So Miguel, I do want to say, I have seen, and we haven't talked about this for a while, but I have seen, and we have talked about before, how when the volatility gets so wild, you like can't get in or out, especially out. If you're trying to get out of something, it just doesn't happen. You might as well just sit there and twiddle your thumbs, because it's just it's a lost cause. But is this coincidental? You know what we do? Question everything, trust nothing. Is this coincidental, or is Binance trying to position themselves to take care of themselves and not their people?
Is it coincidental or not? I don't know, dude, but it happens all the time, right? Coinbase is infamous for this too. They shut down their app, doesn't work. It literally just stays loading. People can't even get in or out of position. They can't even buy, they can't sell, they can't withdraw. And Binance coming out saying, hey, there are no withdrawals happening, right? We have very similar news from Celsius, same exact situation. Hey, things are really bad, no withdrawals right now.
Yep.
This goes back to, the situation where you have to measure the risk versus reward when leaving your crypto or putting your crypto onto these centralized platforms where they hold custody of your crypto. Cryptocurrency is about self-custody, but we give that away very quickly for some extra APYs, right? Or just for the convenience factor of, I'll just leave it on Coinbase. It's safe there. It's good. I'm not going to send it to my hardware wallet. It's too much work to buy one and set it up and track all my stuff. It's too hard to be my own bank. So there you go. You lose access to your funds real quick, just like a regular bank, right? Everyone talks about if the grid goes down, crypto goes away, right? So does the rest of your money. So does the money in your bank account. And right now, you're seeing a similar situation where it doesn't even require a grid down situation. Keep leaving your cryptocurrencies on centralized exchanges. You're going to keep losing access to it. Maybe someday you won't ever get it back.
Yeah, it's super important when we talk about self-custody. It's not because we are just trying to, be the old heads and because that's what, we used to have to do, or this is popular. No, none of that. The reality is there's fine print written into all of these platforms, all of these exchanges that you don't read, right? And I'll be honest with you. I've signed up for and utilized exchanges and platforms, and I didn't read them, right? But
Nobody
Celsius
does.
Yeah, right. So people don't read them, and that's why we have problems. And we'll get into this a little more later. But like Celsius, the fact is, there was fine print in there that says, "Hey, we reserve the right to halt, to freeze funds." That's freaking crazy, and that's scary. Think about if you called your bank tonight and said, "Hey, I got to, I'm late on this, I'm late on that, or I got to get this taken care of, or I need an emergency surgery and I have to pay for it." And they were like, "Well, the market's been a little tough lately, and so we have actually frozen all of your funds." That's freaking scary. And so it spills over. We talked about it on Around the Blockchain earlier tonight, but it spills over into much more than that. So we're going to dive into that in just a second. Thank you for the crypto chat. You want
the super chat?
About or what did I say? The crypto chat.
Crypto chat.
Thank you for the crypto chat. Starring, but it's only BTC chain. You can take out BTC using BSC chain and ETH. Read whole story on Twitter from CZ. I don't know, Miguel. Do you know the answer to that? I didn't look at it close enough.
I don't know either. It's regardless of the point. The point is that when you're on centralized exchanges, whenever there's a problem, they instantly cut access to it. And Binance was the least of the worries. Binance had a small issue, it recovered, whatever, and that's over. But look at Celsius. Celsius is not recovering right now. It wasn't a small issue. They're shutting down. There was even a competitor, Nexo, literally came out in an article saying that they would buy them out.
Mm-hmm.
That they would buy them out. And Celsius network, their crypto tanked 70% in 1 hour due to the issue that they had. Right? It's almost like a UST do quant situation all over again, where massive bad news comes out and they just massive crash right after.
Yeah,
and it's
definitely
just salt in the wound after a massive drop in the market.
Yeah, it's definitely ugly. It's I think you know what this time it always starts with Bitcoin, but ETH because of how much ETH is used because of the type of platform and network that ETH the blockchain that it is. Let's dive into that because that is actually where I believe a lot of this pain is coming from, and I think will continue to because of what we're about to talk about here. So Ethereum's dip to 1150 may cause catastrophe on lending market. Here's how. According to blockchain insider Colin Wu and Parsec Finance on-chain tracker, the Ethereum lending and borrowing market is in danger as ETH's price ranges dangerous values and may cause a real catastrophe. The issue is in the number of liquidations that will appear on the market if ETH falls below or to $1,150. Reportedly, more than $500 million in on-chain collateral and $300 million of on-chain collateral near 21.6 will evaporate. The massive liquidation will fuel the further drop of the market and a massive outflow of funds from decentralized applications. Let me read that part again. And a massive outflow of funds from decentralized applications. The strong drop in the usage of decentralized applications, or dApps, will decrease the network's revenue. Previously, various market and on-chain tracking services reported more than 700 million in liquidations, which ended up being a mistake on the centralized exchange API side. But with more than $500 million of real liquidations, the pressure on the asset will increase drastically. So, Miguel, talk to me how this affects in the grand scheme of things. How does ETH, these liquidations, affect the market as a whole? What's happening here?
Well, nobody wants to get liquidated. You get liquidated, that means you lose all your money, right? And if we're talking about liquidations for collateralized loans that people are trying to do all this arbitrage on DeFi, right? You put up collateral, and if you cannot, if you come, they have a margin call on you, and you do not have more collateral to put onto the exchange, to the platform, then they're going to liquidate your position, and you're going to lose that money that you put up as collateral for your loan. So that just makes more sell pressure for cryptocurrencies, Ethereum, whatever it is, even more. So it's a bad situation. You know, the rumor is, guys, get ready for this. MicroStrategy, right, is on that verge of they're getting a margin call. If Bitcoin hits 21 or lower,
It's not a rumor. The numbers are there. Back it up.
I mean, yeah, but like the problem will be, the rumor is, will they get liquidated? Will they sell their Bitcoin because they don't have any more capital to, to put up as collateral and withstand a long-term like bearish scenario? Like what if CVO and Magic Internet Money are correct, and Gareth, right? Gareth has called for like a 10K Bitcoin as well.
Mm-hmm.
We go down to 10K. We're talking about margin call at 21. What's going to happen when Bitcoin hits 10? Are they going to be able to just keep pouring capital in, or are they going to say, yeah, we're going to have to sell some Bitcoin and cause even more selling pressure? These people hold a shit ton of Bitcoin.
I mean, in fairness, we have on video, on tape, in person, he told us, you don't sell your Bitcoin. So we will see if he backs up his stance. His stance has been unequivocally, you don't sell your Bitcoin, you don't sell your Bitcoin, you don't sell your Bitcoin. But he has not been put in a situation where he could possibly, and again, I don't know what the numbers look like. I don't know what their back end looks like. I don't know what their, the basically the capital that they have laying on the side looks like. But he's not been put in the situation until quite possibly right now. I gotta believe the man is sweating. I gotta believe it. I gotta
100%. And at the end of the day, is he might not want to sell his own personal Bitcoin, but this is MicroStrategy's Bitcoin.
He's got investors that he has shareholders.
He has a board that he has to answer to. So the decision is not in his hands alone. Magic Internet Money in the house with the 666, the devil's house, right? We literally talked about the 13K level as the devil's basement. 19K is like entering the devil's house, but the basement is 13K, bro. So we might be headed there.
Yeah, I might have missed the 13K. We'll see where it heads. I also want to thank Crypto Billy, as always, tossing in another super chat. Says tonight only, likes are free. Smash and follow. Yeah, and just a quick brief reminder, guys, we have a tweet out on where else? Twitter, that needs to be shot around the cryptoverse, shot around the Twitterverse, because we are giving a free ticket away to NFT NYC. That's right, you heard it right. Let me tell you this. If you take a look right now, tickets are $900. They are $899. We're giving one away. And to be clear, not that this matters, We paid for this. Somebody didn't give us this.
Yeah,
Normally,
this wasn't for free.
normally, let's be fair, right? Somebody will bless us with something or other, and we'll say, "Hey, let's do a giveaway with that. We want to bless our people. We're getting blessed. Let's bless our people." Well, this one's coming right out of the old back pocket, right? This one's coming out of the Satoshi. So just make sure that you guys do that for us. Let's have some fun, and I'd love to meet one of you there. So if you can get to NFT NYC, make sure you do all the things on the Twitters, and let's do it. All right, so back to it. Let me get off this screen right here. Let's talk about these NFTs, Miguelito.
Let's get it, man.
Let's talk about this Danger Close Alpha. Actually, let's talk about a little something different first, and then we'll talk about that. NFT floor prices sink amid crypto crash, but overall sales on the rise. Bored Apes, Moonbirds, and other top NFTs are losing value, but sales are up as buyers appear to be snagging bargains. Okay. The cryptocurrency market is down today, way down, with a 14% drop in overall value over the past 24 hours, including a 16% loss for Bitcoin, 18% loss for Ethereum. NFT collections are also feeling the hurt of the battered crypto market, due in part to the falling ETH price. But surprisingly, NFT trading volume has actually risen sharply over the past 24 hours, up, is that 54%?
Yeah, that says up 54%.
54% over the previous period, suggesting that collectors may be taking advantage of lower prices. How far are so-called blue chip NFT collections falling amid the crypto market downturn? The popular Bored Ape Yacht Club has seen its floor price, or the cost of the cheapest available NFT listed on the secondary marketplace, drop nearly $107,000, representing a 16% in the last day when measured in US dollars per. Yeah. Now, guys, you're always, when you're measuring it versus the dollar, you're going to see approximately, hey, how much has ETH dropped? Okay, boom, if it stayed the same, price in Gwei. The damage isn't quite as bad when measured in ETH. The Bored Ape floor price has dropped almost 11% to about 74.5 ETH. Still, 74.5 ETH as a floor. Still, the project has lost a huge amount of value over the last month and a half. The cheapest Bored Ape you could buy on April 29th was 152 ETH, or about $429,000 at the same time. So, Miguel, I see this overall. I see this personally as a bullish sign for the NFT space as a whole. Do you not?
Yes, I do. And I'm actually surprised that I even said the floor price was coming down. I mean, I understand the rise in trading volume, because if you're quick enough, right, the floor prices of these projects still have the same amount of ETH, but the value of ETH has dropped. So you can accumulate a good portion of ETH a lot cheaper and then go and buy an NFT. So the rise in trading volume can happen before the holders of these NFTs actually should be raising the Ethereum floor price, right? So like if you had, like, let's say Bored Ape, there were 100 ETH floor price. If ETH value goes down drastically like it has, you should be bumping up your ETH floor to maybe 110, 120, 130 to keep the value up, right, instead of lowering it. But it happens. People buy it, and then they can make a quick flip or whatever it is, trying to get some liquidation. People get scared, and they'll drop the floor just to get out of the position.
But I see something that, coincidentally you and I are doing that kind of offsets some of what's going on here. And that's utility. We've talked about it for so long. Utility in NFTs is the game changer, right? If you just have some sort of a JPEG, a PFP, a profile picture, like, all you have is that piece of art. But what if that piece of art stands for, I don't know, a 3-day boot camp of some sort, that maybe teaches you how to prepare yourself and your family for all the chaos that's happening in our world, or going to be happening in our world? What if that same thing acted as basically internal monies within an ecosystem? What if you could take all of that, bottle the knowledge up, pass it along to people, have a network of people you can talk with when something does unfortunately go wrong? That's what we're trying to do with Danger Close Alpha. And so we give the utility on the front end so that you are not just stuck holding a dope piece of art. We've got the dope art, right? DC Comics, boom, put it out. If any of you have seen a little bit of what we got going on, it's super dope. But so you've got that. But at the end of the day, you're not just stuck holding that. You've got educational tools, you've got value, you've got a community to lean on.
Yeah, dude, exactly right. The floor price of these NFT projects might drop during the bear market, but if a project has massive utility, the utility is still going to be the same, right? So like in our project, Danger Close Alpha, we're still going to be going to these events. We're still going to be learning about how to prepare from whether it's economical to natural disaster to government tyranny, how to prepare for any scenario. We're still going to be having meetups. We're still going to be having education. We're still going to be doing everything that is actual utility that the NFT will give you. So the value that you're getting from the NFT will continue to be the same or greater as the NFT project evolves, even if the floor price on secondary markets might be dropping, right? It will just be an opportunity for new people to be jumping in. But it's the utility will continue to make NFTs grow. And I believe that, and I said it before, that because of this fact, NFT space will be very different than the bullish bear market of crypto, and they might even have a quicker recovery than the crypto space, right? Because the crypto space is just about dollars, money. How much money can I make and how quickly? NFTs with utilities, what can I get from this community? What can I get from this project while I am a holder of this project? So it will initiate a quicker recovery and resurgence in trading volume, in accumulation of NFTs. NFTs are gonna be their own. They are their own entire different market, and they're just so different than crypto that it's gonna be bouncing back faster than the crypto market.
It'll be super interesting. Stick around. Make sure that you guys are following up with us, paying attention to what we're doing. We got this 10,000 piece free drop coming up. We're giving away the New York NFT.
And we got a Twitter space tonight at 9 p.m. after the show. So 9 p.m. Twitter space. We're going to be talking about the free NYC ticket, how to get whitelisted for the project, how the 10 piece free mint. So make sure you jump into the Discord to get the details for the Twitter space tonight.
We're also going to chat a little bit about maybe some consensus stuff, because we really learned a lot of interesting things that didn't realize were actually happening in the space. Sometimes we get so caught up in the fact that, bear market. Well, there's a lot happening. The bear market is where things are built. And so we want to continue to build our community, build what we're doing for you. Frankie Candle, shout out, brother. We were just talking about you a little bit ago. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you. Sean says 3 huge components of NFT success: artwork, utility, strong community. That plus that equals danger close alpha. Let's go. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate you. So talking of dollars, we were talking about dollars. Yeah, let's get into this last one. We were talking about dollars. Okay. The dollar is a very important factor in the crypto space. Unfortunately, it is. So let's talk about this. Bitcoin slumps to 22K. You see, that's in dollars. As US dollar hits 2-decade high, not 2-day, not 2-year, 2-decade. Bitcoin, the world's largest cryptocurrency, has extended its sell-off, plunging to an intraday low of 22.6, which, by the way, is lower than that now, on the Bitstamp exchange. The king of crypto has now touched its lowest level since December 22nd of 2020, with no signs of at least a modest relief of rally in sight. Meanwhile, the dollar index has just hit a fresh 2-decade high of $105.06. Miguel, just want to notate something. It's almost as if somebody told you that they were working towards deflation and has been telling you that. But hey, we don't need to get into that.
Don't worry, it's not going to work out.
Earlier today, veteran chartist Peter Brandt predicted that Bitcoin could collapse to as low as $12,600 if the greenback continues to gain strength. For those of you that didn't know, old CryptoKeeper here has been calling for the dollar to gain strength, and I got to throw it to him. Ben Armstrong. Yep. Ben Armstrong, Mr. BitBoy, my buddy, has also called for it. The market is getting clobbered amid the drama surrounding cryptocurrency lending service Celsius, which halted all withdrawals earlier today due to market conditions. The announcement triggered plenty of speculation about whether or not the company is actually insolvent. So we go past that. Boom, boom, boom. If Bitcoin drops below 21,000, this is what we started to talk about earlier, and we're going to bring in the dollar and inflation and all this together and wrap it up in a nice bow for you. Below 21,000, MicroStrategy will have to face a margin call from Silvergate Bank and hand over some of its uncollateralized BTC. This would be a big turnaround for a company that gained prominence in late 2020 after making the cryptocurrency its primary reserve asset right on the cusp of the bull run. As reported by you today, Binance, the world's largest exchange, reported trading volumes, halted those withdrawals, which we were talking about earlier. It's already resumed them, but basically they tried to clarify that it would be, or it would take longer for the exchange to resolve the issue. Okay, let's talk about this. Sorry, that last piece we didn't really need. We talked about that already. The dollar. We've got the dollar gaining strength. We've got Bitcoin losing theoretical value. The dollar gaining theoretical value. The Dixie is a measurement of that. It is a real figure. But if we look around, what's the nice way to put this, Miguel? Like, we're screwed. We got lots of freaking problems on the table, right? Not just gas prices, not just stuff at the grocery store. We've got food shortages. We've got political unrest. We've got all of these things going on. And this is what I want to ask you about, Miguel, and we've got a bear market. And so here's the thing. When Bitcoin started in 2008, 2009, right, it was on the heels of the mortgage crisis. Okay. Since then, on a macro scale, we've been up and to the right. So Bitcoin, the crypto markets have never seen the combination of a bear market and a recession / depression. I hate to use the word depression, but it looks like we're headed there. We've got the Dow just absolutely plummeting. Stocks are saying bye-bye. They're headed down. The reality is we are in trouble. So the question is, how does the dollar that we've printed into an oblivion, created all this inflation, now we got to roll it back by raising interest rates? A lot of people don't understand how this works. How does this ultimately, how do we save ourselves as it relates to Bitcoin in the crypto markets in the situation that we're in right now?
What do we save ourselves?
Yeah, what do we do as an investor, Miguel? What are the new people, the old people, whatever, all the investors, what do they do?
Yeah, so this is going to be a hard pill to swallow for a lot of people, but what you have to do is buy the dip, right? That's what you got to do. I mean, honestly, the dollar gaining value, right? They've printed what, over 40% of all US dollars in the past 2 years. There is no way that even with these interest rate hikes, that's going to, gain the dollar's going to regain all its value, and that scar of 40% of US dollar in circulation going to just disappear overnight. It's not going to, right? It's taken 2 years of what's happened to now for us to really feel it. It's going to take a long time for this to go away once again. I mean, I'm not saying 2 years of like bad economical situations that the crypto, yes, it's feeling hurt right now because of the fear, the interest rate hikes that might be coming out tomorrow with the Fed meeting. So there's a lot of fear and the markets are dropping. But nonetheless, I believe just like how in the fog around the world crash happened in March of 2020, Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies shot up first. Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are going to be leading the way when there is a somewhat of a recovery. They're going to recover faster than stocks. They're going to recover faster than the real estate market. They're going to recover faster than whatever else is happening out there. And, whether it was because of the dollar and the printing, a bear market was going to happen regardless. There was no we're just going to go up and forever no matter what. It just happens to be we're entering the bear market along the side of these other things happening. And you might blame the whole US dollar situation for the bear market, but the bear market was going to happen. We were going to drop. How low are we going to go? Nobody knows. The natural order of Bitcoin is 85%. 85% puts us pretty low. Could it be different this time? Maybe. Maybe we don't go as low. Maybe it's not. 4-year cycles have been the thing. Have they been broken? That has not been proven. So you have to assume that they haven't. And you have to assume that the 85% rule still applies. It might break. The 4-year cycle might break. But we don't have any proof of that. We have no historical evidence of that just yet. So for now, those are the assumptions. And what do you do in a bear market? You don't let a catastrophe go to waste.
That's right.
You buy, even though there's blood in the streets, even if it's your own blood in the streets, you buy the dip, right? Yep. Never let a good crisis go to waste.
Yeah. The reality is we don't give financial advice here, but the reason and the way that you can do very well in these markets is to do exactly what Miguel just said and take advantage of what other people are going to view as a crisis. So often, I talked about this on Around the Blockchain earlier today. So often people talk about, and you've heard Miguel and I talk about this too. I'll just wait till it gets below 30. Then it gets below 30 and they're like, oh, but it's just wait. I'm going to hold off, wait till it gets below 25. Oh, you know what? Shoot, it got past 25 pretty quickly. I'm going to wait till it gets below 20. Everybody thinks that they're going to buy this magical, mythical bottom. It's not real life, folks. Okay. That's the reason why we tout and just talk about DCA, danger close alpha, right? Dollar cost average, right? Debate Crypto Academy, all the DCA you guys see in our names, there's a reason for it. We're not doing it for our health. It's because it works. And patience is the name of the game. It might not be sexy. It might not be fun, but I can tell you that if you believe in the technology that is crypto, if you believe that our world is caving in on itself due to things like monetary policy, due to things like inflation, due to things like these CPI numbers and all of the things that are happening around us, guess what solves a lot of these problems? Bitcoin. If you can see that there is a 21 million cap on something that everyone around you intrinsically views there to be value from, and there is value in just that, the fact that you can't make any more and it takes actual time, effort, money, whatever it may be to actually produce the Bitcoin, where how is that not, how does that not work? Because here's what's going to happen. You guys are going to get, all right, so you're either going to buy this opportunity or you're not. Okay, you're either going to look back, like let's say the market's turned back around, let's say we're wrong and it doesn't bleed out slowly, market's turned back around, and then you look back and you say, because I've done this before, right? You say, oh, I wish I would have bought more, or I wish, man, like when the March 2020 was the best opportunity I believe I've ever had, and I bought it up. But looking back on it, I could have bought a lot more. You know what I mean? Like, it did really well.
And that was the chance.
Yeah. And so that's what's happening now. It's like, okay, let me back up the bus. We talk about backing up the bus for the institutions. Listen, this is your back up the bus moment. And I just want to throw that out there. Do not forget, even if this goes to 10K, if you believe it's going to 100, 200, 500, $1 million someday, what's the difference between 10K and 20K if you're continuing to average in? There's not a freaking difference. Put your big boy pants on, put your big girl pants on, and let's get in here, get in the game. Let's do this.
Dude, and on top of patience, people want to make life-changing money, right? Everybody wants to get into crypto, make life-changing money. When was the last time we saw a $1,200 Ethereum?
Dude.
Like early 2021, possibly like maybe in March, maybe in December of 2020.
I think it was still 2020.
Yeah, like late 2020, earliest probably like January of 2021 was the last time. And then when ETH shot up to practically $5,000 and it came back down to $3, people were like, man, I wish I would have bought at 1,200, dude. Oh my God, I can't believe ETH was under $1,000. Like, well, we could be under $1,000 the next few weeks. These are the opportunities, right? If you want to make life-changing money, people are terrified of crypto, like, oh, it's too volatile. I'm not going to invest in that. The volatility is what makes you the life-changing money. If you don't want volatility, go to the stock market. I'll see you when you retire. See how much money you got. I'll see you when you retire. When you're 75 years old and on your last legs of life. That's when I'll see you, right? With your 401k. See what's left of you with your pension check. See what's left of your Social Security. See what you got there. Right, because the volatile movement is what's going to make you the life-changing money. And now we've been able to reset, come back down to the lows that everybody was wishing they would have gotten into before the explosion of 2020. So I don't want to see any crying.
That's right.
If I see tears, there better be tears of joy. Tears of joy that we're back here again with the opportunity one more time to be able to scoop up, pack our bags, and get ready for the next bull market and make that life-changing money.
I want to tell you guys something real quick before we close out here. A while ago, I don't remember when it was, but a while ago, Miguel and I were having a discussion. I don't remember whether it was NFTs. I don't remember what it was, but I remember him specifically giving me crap about converting the ETH to the dollar. Like I made a quick conversion in my head and I told him, well, hey, under this, that, and the third, we got about this much value. And Miguel literally gave me like crap about it. He's like, bro, you hold a lot of ETH. You don't need to worry about what the dollar value of the ETH is. You need to worry about continuing to stack more and more ETH. And I got to tell you guys, that's one of the most wise things that someone can say to you in the crypto space. Now you're asking yourself why? Because short term, if you don't need those funds, the price versus the dollar doesn't matter. Let me ask you this. If we go into hyperinflation right now, right? And Bitcoin all of a sudden is at $1 million. Does it freaking matter if a cheeseburger is $80,000 because the dollar doesn't have any value? Does that make sense? So what I'm trying to say is you can't just equate to the dollar. The dollar value right now, the Dixie is going up. The price of cryptocurrency of Bitcoin is going down. Do you not find that to be a little interesting? Well, the value of each dollar is up so many percent, which is pushing the value of the Bitcoin. It doesn't matter. How much Bitcoin do you have? How much ETH do you have? How much of these blue chip assets do you hold? Because in the long run, that's where we're headed. We're headed away from the dollar. We're headed into cryptocurrency. And if you believe that, then that's why you watch our show. And if you watch our show, hopefully, just hopefully, you're paying attention, taking a couple little notes, DCAing, and that's what it's about. So crypto fam,
Dude,
we freaking, well, you want to say something else?
Yeah, one Bitcoin is one Bitcoin.
That's right.
One ETH is one ETH.
Yep.
The value dollar-wise is Fugazi. Fugazi, right? That doesn't matter right now because they can pump more dollars into circulation and they can take dollars out of circulation. They can do whatever they want with their monopoly money.
Yep.
We know that that's fake money. We know that that is BS, that is an inflationary currency that is going closer and closer to zero. If you see the chart since the Federal Reserve was created till now, the US dollar has been doing nothing but a nosedive straight down and even faster after taking off the gold standard. So we know that it's fake money. Why are we worried about its value when we know it's fake? Would you worry about the value of your fake Rolex? No, because you know it's fake. It's not worth jack shit. If you can actually have a real Rolex, right? If you can actually have real money, Bitcoin, ETH, something that actually holds value, why would you be worried about what the fake asset price is versus the actual real money? So
pay attention, pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. Be patient. Do all of the simple things. This does not need to be some huge complicated thing. Have some fun. Enjoy the fact that you have. I know it's scary, but enjoy the fact that you guys have opportunity. We're not here to give financial advice because we're not financial advisors, right? We're here for your entertainment and to tell you, hey, here's what we've done and it's worked for us, right? And what we're telling you is, hey, dollar cost averaging has worked pretty well for us. So eat up this time, eat up this opportunity. Crypto fam, if nobody's told you before today, there's some special people in this chat. Well, there's 78 special people in this chat. I freaking love you guys. Get into the Twitter space tonight, 9 p.m. I love you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Just remember to question everything.
Trust nothing.
And until next time, hodl
like it's hot.
We'll see you soon.
Jump into the Discord. Remember the Twitter space, 9 p.m. Eastern time.